Attention is very easy to ask for, but praise is very difficult to receive. And I've started realizing how applicable this was in different areas of life. Like, you have so many people that are going about trying to get attention from other people, even here on Facebook or on any social media place. They're trying to do whatever they can to be able to be in the limelight or just kind of look like they got it all together. But when that person truly receives like a true amount of praise, people saying, you're amazing for this. Have you ever noticed how that is just, it makes somebody shrink. If you took somebody up on stage and you're like, hey, you are awesome for whatever reason, give them a hand, and everybody started clapping, you would instantly see that person do what? They'd be like, oh, no, oh, nah. Very rarely do you see a person just submit into it and just like, yes, man, feels good to have people I value valuing me and giving that back. Now, how is this kind of relevant to some other areas where I've been kind of thinking about it? All this, obviously, food for thought. It's like there's so many men that I've worked with that, you know, for those that don't know, I teach seductive integrity. Go to vimbasiwarrior.com if you want to find out a little bit about it. But I've worked with so many men that have initially, in the beginning, they've declared, and I used to be one of these guys for sure. I feel like everybody at one point has been this person. Any person that says they haven't is just full of it. But you know, at one point I was this person, and I've worked with a lot of guys that have been this guy where they've looked at other people. They've looked at some woman that they totally don't know at all, and declared that that person isn't their type. And one of the things I've said is, you don't really know what that type is. The funny thing is, the person that people usually say that about, women included, the guys that you look at and go, oh, you know, he's not my type. Why are you looking at him like 3 or 4 times in a row? Typically, when that conversation comes up, they're like, oh, you know, you should go talk to that person or say hi to that person. And what does the person say that you just said that to? They're like, oh, you know, no, that person's not my type. Why are you looking at that person so many times? Because they obviously, on a physical level, attract you. You're kind of interested in them. But you have all these assumptions in your head that make you feel, oh, you know, they're not the right one. Those are all just bullshit assumptions. You know, and once again, why am I bringing this up in relation to what I started with? It's so rare for people to know what their best qualities are, and it is even more rare for them to actually display them right off the bat. The things that I have been most complimented for are the things that I think I actually suck at. People are like, you are great with learning things and applying things, and I think I suck at that. You want to go see somebody who's amazing with that? Go find Tim Ferriss. That guy's amazing. You know, he's amazing with all this stuff. People tell me that I'm great in all these various other areas as well. Like, people are like, oh, you know, are you a Vimbasi warrior? On good days, you know, like, I'm a massive critic among my, you know, for myself as to how good I am at all the areas where I get praise. You know, it's like, it's interesting that I've seen the same thing with all other people. The people that you're attracted to, or the people that you want to go up and talk to, you don't realize that you don't know what the hell you're talking about when you say something like, they're not my type. Because not only do you not know what type they are, they don't even realize what type they are. They don't realize their best, most powerful traits, and if you praise them for it, it's probably something that they would shrink and shy away from. Okay, so yeah, there's some other areas where I can go on and on and on. For those of you that personally know me, you know that that's the case with me. But to make it a short video and just give you some other areas where you can think about how this is true, is like sex. Think about sex. People obsess over it. Like, there's millions of people all over the world probably right now looking at porn. You know, but how many could truly be in bed with a partner, even a partner they know very well, and truly put themselves in a place to fully relax while their partner tries to please them? It's very hard for a lot of people. That's one of the biggest struggles. I find so many guys thinking, oh, you know, I have trouble, you know, getting her off for the reasons that, like, I need to know the right tricks, or I need to know the right physical mechanics. And it's like, no, man, she was so up in her head that she can't release into the moment to be able to allow herself to receive. Or she had all these things in her mind that needed to be alleviated. So even in that, there's so many people that obsess over trying to get sexual attention or a sexual partner. Yet once they're really there, it's so hard for them to do anything other than give. So yeah, think about it. What areas do you personally have in your life that you actually are astonishing in? You're just amazing in these areas. Areas that you may shrink back at when people give you a lot of praise. I'd be really curious to find out what those are. Please feel free to reach out to me, message me with your thoughts on this, and I'd be really excited to actually hear what you think some of these areas are, or just where you're like, you know what, that is so true. I shrink back in that area. When I get praise for this, everybody says I'm amazing at it, but I really belittle, I don't think that's true. Maybe it is true. Maybe it is true. Maybe the reason why you're so amazing at it, though, at the same time, is because you don't allow yourself to take praise and you always just put yourself through the gauntlet. So, interesting stuff. Food for thought. Anyways, hope all is going well. Once again, thank you for all the birthday wishes, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Later.